Good morning, gamers! Welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Mikey. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to the morning news. I hope you're all doing well. We have a huge bunch of headlines to go over this morning. Man thinks you can just put some music on and clap right, we're all seals. Fine. Techno, just for you. Just for you. This morning headlines. Let me tell you about this morning headlines. We've got another price rise from the one and only Games Workshop. It's almost like they love upsetting the community. We have the funniest, most British bike theft ever. Nintendo hit send tweet at 3 AM, followed by, no matter what you do in your company, you will always have a chance of being laid off. That is the plan for today, so thank you very much for tuning into the morning news. Again, my name is Mikey, and hello. You are now my infield reporter of the pirate radio that we have dubbed it. So let me know who you are, what's happening in your area, or what things have you seen around the community or around the general nerd community as a whole, because I would like to cover it. So thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, now clap like seals. Where are they? Where have they gone? Where have they gone? I think they've disappeared. Here they are. Mikey be like, we're not seals, and then I'll jingle keys at the stream, and you'll all like it. You'll all just like the stream. See? Just jingle some keys. Do you want to see the keys again? Like the stream. But welcome. Hope you're all doing well. New stream title: Hellstorm. Do it every stream. That doesn't make it okay. I do what? Late. Good morning. Hello, Decknell. Hello, Mercenary. How are you? Papa Pariah, good morning to you. Hello, mate. How are you? Nige, hello. Chris Bailey, hope you're doing well. Hello, everyone. I hope you're well today. I hope you are well, too. Salastar, good morning, mate. How are you? Morning from Rotherham. Good morning. Music down, mate. Sorry. I thought Mikey was muted, but it turned out I was just wearing my headphones and they weren't plugged in. I love it when people do that, and then they go muted. I'm like, I'm not. And they go muted, and I'm like, I'm not. And they go, oh, my speaker's off. And I'm like, told you. Told you. I click dislike. Well, you're a horrible person, clearly. I'm not a performing monkey. Jangling your keys at me. I am. Lems, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. So I hope you're all doing good. We're going to be talking about the Games Workshop thing this morning, because I feel like I can shed some extra light on it, but it's definitely a frustrating one. Then we can talk about, again, this really funny video I found, which I think was hilarious. We're going to be talking about Nintendo, and we're going to be talking about Xbox today. We're talking about all the big boys today. That's the plan. My dumbass almost went double by 2 tabs there. But look, if you're going to complain about something that's happening on my end, make sure you check your end first. Good morning, Tay. How are you? That's a Des. You've changed your profile picture. That's weird. Don't like it. Don't recognize you. Hope you're doing well. At least Mikey doesn't have to pay $1,000 to rig some jingle keys to his VTuber model. It's also true. No, I don't have to do that. Just wondering, are we all getting raises? I can't afford GW models now. Bruh. But yeah, there's been it just feels like every single day at the minute is like some sort of negative news. Like, I don't think, maybe not 6 months ago, but maybe a bit more than 6 months ago, it felt like you could like browse the internet and not really see much negative news of like actual negative news, not just like clickbait negative news, like actual negative news of like price rises, layoffs, etc. It feels like now it's like, honestly, like every day or every other day, you know, every other day there's like some sort of news that is just like crap, like shit. Some news in Discord. What's the news? Spitz has been fired. Holy shit, are you joking? So, update to the Helldivers timeline. Helldivers 2 community manager Spitz fired. Holy fuck. In the Helldivers 2 Discord, Spitz or FX no longer has a community manager badge, and he's made a number of comments indicating he no longer has any kind of authority or leverage in the Discord and game. As can be seen below, Spitz is no longer in the Discord community manager tab. It only includes Baskinator and Twinbeard. It's so weird reading about staff members and when they've got pretend names. You know. As you can see, Baskinator's profile, the community manager is still listed. Not only does he no longer have the community manager role, and he is no longer listed in the community manager tab, he's made numerous comments indicating he is no longer in any authority. He posted, "I can't confirm anything more, lol." In another comment he wrote, "Today's a dark day." When asked who would do high command dispatches, he responded, "Not me." That's fucking... Look, I understand you've been laid off, but bro... not a good look to go like, "Lol, not me." Oh man, that's brutal. That is honestly brutal. Sorry, just turn the volume up. As why he got fired, Spitz stated, "Generally, it's not a good idea to tell people to refund and leave negative reviews when you're a community manager. Today, I learned." It's like... That's brutal. That is brutal. Because, like, obviously, like, the outrage is always directed at the wrong people. The people who were causing the problem with Sony, but the community managers were being attacked. So I can understand their frustration, but yeah, like, ultimately, you are, like, a public figure, or you are, like, a representative of a company when you are a community manager. So whilst I'm a bit like, on the one hand, no, you probably shouldn't be getting fired. That's really shit. On the other, you probably, no, you shouldn't be telling people to refund. And saying, "I thought you were leaving." Like, the comments that the Spitz was coming out with wasn't very good. Let's be honest. Anyone else see a flashing arrow at the middle bottom of the screen? No. Imagine getting fired when your CEO is personally sucking the dick of every single person who left a negative review. Like, ultimately, that was the best way to combat the Sony drama, right? It was to leave a negative review and try and refund it, because that's the best way to make your voice heard as a collective. Shouting on Reddit, shouting on Discord usually doesn't work, especially Discord, okay? Discords are private servers. All of them are private. They're not really public. Like, people might be able to access them publicly, but they're private. They're not seen. But yeah, like, refunding and leaving negative reviews is the best way for your voice to be heard, you know? And that's what they were started guiding people to do. But yeah, Spitz was very guns blazing, as Oscar said, I think, which is correct. It's not first I said some controversial stuff. What have they said? In another comment he wrote, "I appreciate all the support. And I appreciate even more that everyone can play the game again without restrictions. I knew I was taking the risk with that, what I said about refunding change reviews. I stand by it. It was my job to represent the community. That's what I did." So it almost feels like he's taken his, like, landed, like, whilst on some comments, he did come across as a bit of a knob. Or they came across as a bit of a knob. Like, not them as a person. The comments were not very good, even if they meant well, you know. Some of them were fine. Like, the one where they were like, "You should just leave a review. You should just change a review." That's fine. But, like, going, "It only takes 120 seconds." You know, that's just, like, riling the fan base. But, yeah, like, it almost looks like they kind of, like, landed on the sword for it. I wanted to work for Arrowhead because they were an all-time favourite studio. I got that chance. I'm thankful for that opportunity. I'll happily continue working for them if I had the choice. But that isn't up to me or anyone else in here. I can walk away happy and don't care. Don't want anyone causing trouble on my behalf, especially not the people I still have a lot of care and respect for. I challenge anyone to, if you had more care and respect for people and communicating, I challenge anyone to be put in the position that community manager or moderators have been in the last 4 days and not let a bit of attitude seep into their comments and statements. But I agree, more professionalism was needed in some of the things I said. So at least, even though they've been fired, they could just go off now. You know? Like, they could just, like, go off and just say everything that they were thinking or wanting to say. But now they're, like, it sounds like they've, like, kind of, like, not learned a lesson, but heard loud and clear, which is good. Feedback is always listened to. Most of it is passed on, and what most is passed on is considered and goes what into changes we make. When it comes to a requirement from Sony that has existed since pre-launch, I don't think feedback is going to change much. This is before. So it's stuff like this. Like, this just comes across as, like, really, like, argumentative. And this one. This was the one that I was just like, ugh. What's happening? More Helldivers 2 drama? Yeah, the community manager, Spitz, has been sacked by the sounds of it. Where do we leave Hellstorm reviews? In the Discord. Discord in chat. Join in. If Spitz is in Sweden, it's not easy to get fired, so this has to be very serious for this to get this far. I mean, there's some of the comments you're coming out with wasn't very good, you know. Base Spitz it was pretty funny. But for somebody who works for the company, probably not. Well, represents the company, probably not the best line. This is like fine. Like I didn't see the problem in this, but then again, you're actively telling the people who play your game to refund it, you know. Well, I mean, they're boycotting it anyway, but like you're actively telling people to refund from your company, which is not a good look for a company. Because whilst they're called a community manager, they still work for the company, right? But a community manager did not manage the community well. Employee fired for saying if you don't like the product, don't buy it. It was a little bit more than that. Obviously, like this one, not a great look. This one, the last part is fine. The first part, not great. But yeah, like I can understand. I can definitely understand the frustration. Fuck off. Fuck off. Why did you share this? No, it's got grums in it. No one likes that person. That is actually crazy though. So it really sucks for that person to get fired. They didn't have the best attitude. This keeps flashing up. Might be me. Okay. Deck talking about. There we go. Talking about issues with the stream, and it's you again. I saw it on Reddit. What was the Reddit post said? Let's have a look. Was it Reddit comments? Did you say? It didn't help that anything that the CEO and other community people on Discord was seemingly giving out various degrees of information on what was going on. If you're going to have to be one person to be candid and say and lay it all out, at least let it be the CEO. That's the thing. They feel like they're obviously Arrowhead are obviously a very small team, but they kind of like big company, small company energy type deal because they were all kind of like shouting different things, you know. Not even just that, Spitz and Baskinator were randomly coming up with reasons about how the Sony link would make the players more safe, and those reasons were hilariously untrue and easily proven wrong. Then the CEO at one point had to directly contradict on Twitter when faced with something Baskinator had said. It was such an awful look. I had no idea what they were thinking. I just think like Discords for like professionals are a bad idea, you know? I think community-led Discords are great. I think like Discords for like products are a bad idea, you know, because ultimately you're putting members of staff in there as like your first wall of defense for a company when ultimately the company should be protecting the staff members and not like I don't think consumers should have direct access to members of staff, in my opinion, you know. Like I have a Discord, I'm a one-man band, I'm an influencer, so I feel like it's like a very different ball game. So before someone goes, oh, well, you have a Discord. I mean, that's a very different ballgame. But when you're talking like someone who works for a company who goes to their day job and then goes home again, I don't think having a Discord is a good idea. Because, yeah, like, ultimately, yeah, they're a community manager. But community manager doesn't just mean, like, deal directly with the people, you know? If you feel like that, why do you let us harass Lambo? Because Lambo has not paid staff for me. They should obviously have a work Discord and a private Discord. Yeah, that's the thing, because it feels like I don't think it just gives people a direct connection to staff members, which the company should be protecting the staff members from stuff like that, you know. And it just feels like I don't know, it just feels odd for like a company to, or like a game, or like a specific product to have a Discord. When I know a lot of people do it because it's a great way to connect with consumers, right? But like, Also, you're putting your staff on the front line of anything that happens. If anything happens, look like much like what happened there with Sony causing problems, the people taking it on the chin with the community managers of the company, of the developer, which has not made that decision, and there's no way to deal with that decision. It's not up to them to bring that in or take that out. But they're the ones taking it on the chin, you know. This is what customer service forms are. Yeah, exactly. They use Discord becomes like a customer service thing. I would love to stay up and watch the stream, but it's 2:30 a.m. Well, I should say that we have another stream in 10 hours. 10 hours, okay? So if it's 2:30 a.m. there, at 12:30 p.m., I'll be live again with Tom. I'm live twice today. I should probably say that. Are we allowed to be snippy? What do you mean, are we allowed to be snippy? Encouraging the community to refund is not something the execs tend to like. I mean, does it suck? Yes, but should you expect this after some saying those things instead of surprise Pikachu face? Yeah, like, I don't... On the one hand, the execs shouldn't like that, the fact that... Won't like that someone said refund the game that works for the company. But ultimately, I think it's probably more down to the fact that they're not, for lack of a better term, attacking customers. You know, but ultimately, that was probably led from or built from the fact that they were being attacked on the daily, on the hourly, on the minutely, being tagged and being like, well, fucking sort this, you fucking prick, which is obviously what was happening. This thing got me with this whole PSN leaking was the hot take that completely missed that a lot of countries and players could no longer play the game as they couldn't link PSN. That ultimately was like the main problem. A lot of people complaining just because dirt privacy, which is also understandable because Sony are not well known for being good with community data. They have a bad history of getting hacked and leaked and information getting leaked. Again, as recent as October, the employee data got hacked and leaked. So it's understandable, but yeah, the main thing is like a lot of people who bought the game couldn't actually play it. So, a related topic, but how's a heavy intercessor squad with cheap Inquisitor sound for holding objectives? Inquisitor gives a 5 up on a pain. Peaches, thanks for the question. It's not bad. I think heavy intercessors are quite expensive though. Ultimately, they aren't like that combo sounds good. It'll make them very survivable, but it's quite a taxing combo. When you could take something closer to a squad of henchmen and Karaya Draxus, and on 2+ they can't be targeted over 18, which is like probably cheaper and a lot better in terms of like, yeah, you want 5 up feeling of pain, but that squad can't be targeted over 18, so it doesn't matter if they're only 1 win with a no save. They can't be targeted. They can't be targeted. Well, thanks for the question. You need to run Discord for game/companies is better for them always because they don't have to pay someone to run it. Yeah, that's true. Like, I think if you're going to have a Discord, just let it be a community one and don't maybe be in it, but don't be like advertising, because that is like, yeah, I just feel like the staff should be protected, you know? Like, if we've got a problem with Games Workshop, we don't attack the staff. One of the benefits of how Games Workshop, to say it bad, you know, it's one of those things, like, it's not a good thing to promote, but, like, Games Workshop doesn't credit any of their staff for anything that they do. Any of the rules team, any of the artists, any of the law writers, except for the people who are actually the authors of the books. And I believe that's only because that's just the normal thing to do. But the good thing about that is when Games Workshop does something dumb, it makes it harder for people to attack direct staff members. They attack the company, which I think is okay, you know. But attacking a direct staff member, which ultimately a lot of the time doesn't have a specific role in the decision that people are angry at, they just attack them as well. Like for example, when Games Workshop were blocking people who were like being knobheads about female custodians like 2 weeks ago, right? People eventually found the person I work with Games Workshop and blaming them because their job title is very similar to a developer job title, much like Spitz, right? So they were attacking them even though they have no no way or no. They have nothing to do with the social media accounts, but their job title is a similar sounding name to community manager. Okay, and that's the person I work with, and they started attacking them on Twitter. From what I saw, even like horrible accounts were sharing them and then like attacking them because they had like pronouns in bio and stuff like that. Even though they have nothing to do with the social media team, okay, they're like outreach, okay, for like people like YouTubers and whatever. So like I think a company has like a duty of care when it comes to staff members. When they make decisions, the staff members are getting attacked, you know. Influencer wrangler. Yeah, I don't want to like dox or whoever or whatever. But like, yeah, essentially they are the influencer wrangler, but their job title sounds a bit like community manager, which they thought was social media manager, so they attacked them. That was ultimately what I was trying to say. But yeah, ultimately the people should be attacking the company and customer service forums for people who deal with customer service, not a public Discord where people could DM them, you know? Was it the guy that organized a pizza party that I crashed? Yeah. Shock horror that easy idiots can't understand different titles. And yeah, when it's a different company, job titles might sound the same, but they're completely different. It's just a job title, you know? Ultimately, a job title can be called anything, okay? My job title is Mikey of Hellstormwargaming, okay? That's my job title. I'm Mikey. Because that's my job, being me, right? Job titles are stupid. And then, like, people just, like, get their own idea of, like, well, that sounds similar, so we'll go after that person because that's what we did last time, you know? Sandwich artist, exactly. Official key jingler, I am. Also, chat, no one's become a member yet, and I've got a dice tin to give away. If you'd love to win a dice tin full of Hellstorm dice, as you can see, become a member and like the stream. That'd be really cool. We only need 14 to do a giveaway. Mikey, how do you deal with an employee that is frequently late? I don't know, mate. I wouldn't know. Not soy boy. Oh shit, Keys, like the stream. Well done. Big C, thank you so much for gifting a membership to Tay. Look at the keys, chat. Look at them. Don't you want to rattle them into the microphone so you can hear them?
Gifted member.
My noise suppression is too high. Chat, I'm literally going to delete my noise suppression so you can hear the keys, okay? Is that better? Look at the keys. Look at the keys. I thought my stream stopped, but it wasn't. It was just me. You resigned from Master of Rice. I did, yeah. I never was Master. I applied for Master of Rice, didn't get it. Chat weren't happy. Mikey is the late employee, but I'm always on time for the company. Keijing will activate my Hellstorm neuro brain chips. Look, if you want more keys, let's become more members, okay? I would love to give away the dice tin. I think I only have like 2 left now. This one on my desk is the next one to be given away. So if you'd like to win a bunch of red and purple dice, bear in mind I don't have any of these dice left either. The purple ones anyway. Then become a member, okay? He's always late because his boss is extremely lax. And it's also because I don't have a real job title. Okay? I don't have a real job title. Mikey of Hellstorm. The key hypnotics don't work on me. Okay, JW, I'm going to have to time out, okay? The keys don't work. Why are you here? But yeah, anyway, it's just fucking... It's just shit. I don't think... To see someone lose their job over that, what happened, and it's not someone at Sony, that's really disappointing. New member goal, 485 to get keys rattle. I'll rattle my keys every time we get a member, but when we hit the goal, I'll do a giveaway. How's that sound? Okay. So, but yeah, ultimately, I think if anyone's going to lose their job, it should be from Sony. But ultimately, realistically, as the big socialist, no one should lose their job over it. You know, I think a big apology, you know, a little statement. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have acted that way. You know, would have been okay. But to get fired from it is brutal. And encourage all the members to ask for a refund or leave a negative review as a community so we can make you show up on time. Look, I'm on time every day, all right? I start when I'm ready. And I start at pretty much the same time every day. "3D print some Hellstorm keys on a keyring and sell them too." Ah, should I make keyrings? Sony does this often when something up top goes wrong. They often push responsibility on the subsidiary. Yeah, they love to do that. It's just a shit way to do it, isn't it? Mikey has his own time zone. I love a Hellstormwargaming to keyring. No one else is doing keyring, to be fair. No one else in the Warhammers is making keyrings. Maybe I should be the one. I do need some more keyrings on here so it jingles better. There's literally one key and a fob. These are my mum's house keys. I probably should show those on stream. Maybe I'll get some fake keys. Right, I'm pushing the button on £284 on made to order Orc and Goblin stuff. Good luck. Good luck. Pretty sure Mikey's on flexi time. Also true. Also true. I'm on flexi time, chat. Okay. As long as I put the hours in on the right days, fine. Right? Look, until someone starts keeping an eye on me and telling me that I'm late, all right, with like stats, then I'm not interested. I'm gonna turn up when I turn up. I'm literally carrying this company on my back. I'm pretty sure my boss won't care. A good moist morning. Good morning to you, Tom. As a radio guy, keyrings are very 80s, early 90s giveaway thing. It all comes back around. Alright, let's have a moan, shall we? Let's have a little moan on the next point of the news. Or the actual first point of the news. We got distracted by Helldivers. Thanks for that, Decknell. We appreciate it. If you got some interesting news, and make sure you share it in the Discord. !Discord in chat in the video suggestions. We'll have a look. Maybe we'll have like a separate news topic. Maybe we'll have like a separate channel for like news topics or morning news topics. A reasonable question. GW price rises. Where is the point it hurts them because new players can't get into the hobby? Well, that's what we're about to talk about, you know? Best way to FOMO your audience is to FOMO the entire range globally. Buy it before it goes up. Okay. 2024 pricing update. And no, it is not going down. Math. Okay. It is not going down. Games Workshop announced another price rise. It is an annual thing at this point, and I don't care if it's annual. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Okay. This is what they had to say. It's an unfortunate truth that the world keeps getting more expensive. Prices for food, materials, and transportation have been trending upwards for a few years now, and Warhammer isn't immune to that trend. This means that from the 10th of June, we'll be increasing some prices in our Warhammer store and on warhammer.com. Okay. Just to let you know, this won't just affect Warhammer stores and warhammer.com. It will also affect the RRP in every store that sells Warhammer. So everyone who sells Warhammer across the country, across the world, will be putting a price increase, okay? This is actually, they actually put a price increase around 6 months ago for retailers, I believe it was. Or maybe a little bit longer than 6 months ago. But they put a price increase on retailers, but not on the RRP. So the price that people who sell, like third-party retailers, were actually making less profit already per unit because the prices went up as a percentage. On average, I think it was like 7% increase. If I remember, again, I'm going off memory. I'll find it, but yeah, I think a 7% increase. So they essentially took a 7% loss on every product because it was more expensive to buy, but the RRP remained the same. Okay. But now they are increasing the RRP, okay, which probably means that the trade price will also go up as well. So your third-party retailers are being screwed again, okay? Things are getting more expensive to buy in, and then they're more expensive to sell, so less people are wanting to buy them. The price change for individual products may vary, but in most countries, barring Sweden and Norway, the average change will be between 3 and 5%. Unless you're in Sweden and Norway, then it'll be 8 and 14, so almost triple increase compared to everyone else. As an example, what you can expect, the Squad of Necron Warriors goes up $2 from $50 to $52, 30 to £31.50, and €40 to €41, or local currency equivalent. The prices of some of our products aren't changing, such as paint spots and paint sets, White Dwarf and Black Library projects, including digital publications. We understand that no one likes a price rise. We've done our best to keep prices down. We're giving you a heads up now that you have plenty of time to take advantage of the current price. This really gives me a stickler, because on the one hand, I commend Games Workshop. You know, I love this company. I love every product that they release. I enjoy all of their games. They have done a lot for me, and they've literally changed my life. But we're having a price rise, so make sure you take advantage of the low price, is a bit of a slap in the face. And I commend them for being so upfront about it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it, okay? Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. It's just like, it's a reverse sale. Yeah, literally. The thing is with it is Games Workshop could take 5% on the chin, you know? They could take 5% on the chin, but this is a publicly traded company. The only concern that they have is making sure their profits keep going up. But it feels stupid, you know, when they've had a 12 million increase in the previous 6 months of the financial year, a 12 million pound profit increase, that that they can't keep stuff in stock for people to buy anyway. So their answer is to go, everything's more expensive, you know? I love their products. I don't love the company. I understand you need to profit to keep a company running, but this is just price gouging due to market share. This is just... If their operating costs went up, they could take it on the chin, okay? They won't, but they could, okay? They could just take it on the chin, but they don't want to. They would rather pass that cost on to the consumer, you know? Shareholder stocks go up. Yes, I know we make 10,000% profit from each sprue we sell, but BlackRock says that isn't enough. People at One Page Rules really enjoying their coffee this morning. At this point, it's hard to defend, okay? It's really hard to defend, because every 3D printer company and every resin company is getting cheaper by the day, okay? Sunlu are doing a huge resin sale right now, and Games Workshop is like, yeah, their price is going up. How can anyone say, well, don't 3D print, that's bad, you know? Not that I'm condoning it, but I'm just looking at like the different operations of different companies at the same time. I don't know how anyone can say otherwise, you know? It's just like wild, to be honest. Maybe this is a big brain play. How to bring your supply issues under control. Price people out so demand is not so high. It's just really frustrating, to be honest. And ultimately inflation will always happen and prices will always go up. Prices will never ever go down. And if they do go down, it will just be a flop. It'll be a flop sale, because it's like inflation. Inflation always has to go up, because if inflation goes negative and prices start coming down, people will just wait, and it controls spending habits, essentially. That's why positive inflation is in a capitalist world, positive inflation is the only way it works, okay? But when positive inflation is much higher than it should be, that's when it becomes a problem. But the fact that it's just another price update, it is every single year. It's just starting to get like a bit too much, you know what I mean? Like, how much is a Land Raider now? Like, how much is a Land Raider compared to what it was when it first came out? You know? Shall we have a look? Deflation is an issue in China. Yeah, exactly. Deflation in a capitalist world doesn't work, okay? The system is working fine unless it deflates, you know? Land Raider. How much is a Freddo segment? So a Land Raider is £55, okay? It's going up 5%. So it's going up to like, what, 57 quid? 57.50? 58 pounds maybe? Honestly, I think it has as much to do with the world right now. It's happening more often. Yeah, everything's going up and everyone is profiting from it, okay? Everything's going up because people are profiting a lot of the time. You know, they are banking on high inflation because they can pretend it's that problem and make more money from it, okay? Look at Tesco, okay? Look at British Gas, all right? It's not a case of, oh, everyone's going up to the profit, so we're all struggling. It's some things are starting to go up. Inflation is on a little bit higher than it should be. So everyone is jacking their prices and blaming inflation. So everyone just goes, oh, well, we're in a cost of living crisis. Guess I'll buy it anyway. You know? But a land rate is £55. I'm pretty sure when I got one, it was like 40 quid. You know? Adjusted for inflation, that's what, £45? 46? Also, Len Samurai, sorry, that wasn't directed. That anger wasn't directed at you, just anger in general. My apologies. But as long as they keep the staff profit share going too, I'm kind of okay with it because keeping staff in a good wage is key right now in this economy. The thing is that Games Workshop don't pay their staff properly. They give them bonuses, which I actually commend. Giving out profit bonuses is great, but most of their staff are on minimum wage. You know. Every one of their general store managers is on just shy of above minimum wage. All of the people who rule, like I believe there was like a thing like a few years ago that came out where their top paid painter was like just shy of 30 grand a year or something like that, which is like below average. Like the average wage at Games Workshop is below average, but they put their price rises up. They put their prices up and don't pay their staff properly, you know. Like, like if they went, oh yeah, everyone's getting paid way more than they should be, we're gonna have to put the prices up. It's a bit like, bloody hell, at least the staff are alright, but they aren't. They aren't. The staff are all on minimum wage. There's a big thing with James Hewitt, who wrote Blood Bowl, Necromunda, all the side games like Assassin or Execution Force, the 30k box set Bend of a Prospero. He was on like 18.5k. And those games are making millions in total, collectively. Making millions in profit. Like Blood Bowl and Necromunda. Obviously smaller than 40k. Still making a hell of a lot of money. Because he paid 9.5 grand a year. A certain Warhammer TV presenter who left and started his own channel was with Games Workshop for 20 years and made 23k when he left. Exactly. It's criminal. It's criminal. You know? When the Warhammer talent on 26k or something. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like Peaches come out and said it. He said he was on like 20k a year or 20 odd k a year. He was there for 20 years. You know? He was like a Warhammer TV presenter, their sweetheart after Duncan left. And then and then they just fucking paid him peanuts. Breaking new towel points live on the app, really? As an aside, I picked up some Duncan paints yesterday and they're incredible. Two thin coats are a great range of paints. They're my go-to now. I pretty much only use two thin coats. The only problem I have is that the range isn't big enough, so I need wave 3. They don't have some of the colours that I want. But yeah, I pretty much exclusively use them or mix them when I can. But yeah, so like there's a price rise. So shareholders are going to be happy because their profits are going to change. But people are just like, ultimately, yeah, it's a luxury product. But to sit here and go, oh well, you know, it happens every year, that's okay, is a bit annoying. And I think you should make it known, you know? Submit your forms, submit your emails, and just say the prices are getting too ridiculous. It's just really disappointing to see another price rise when another price rise when prices are already really high. The staff aren't being paid. The profits are through the roof. They are surging. And they can't even keep stuff in stock, you know? If they kept stuff in stock and they'll put the price rise up, I'd be like, bro, that's pretty funny. But they can't keep stuff in stock because it's selling so fast. surely to me, that doesn't mean put the prices up. It makes more things available, you know? But they're just relying on FOMO. Their entire marketing tactic at the minute is fear of missing out, you know? Look at all of the new box sets with new characters in. Like this new idea that they've got with like pre-orders. Because you've got like let me go to Warhammer.com. Like they used to do, like Crew Hunt box and the Dark Angels box is order a box and you get a codex, right? New and exclusive, is that what it is? Where's pre-orders? Oh, I'm looking, but they're not out yet. That's why. They're not out yet, or they've sold out. Like, you look at like the way they're selling new models. Like, anyone want a big mech for the Orc Codex that came out last week? Pay £100 for a whole big box, okay? Orc Battle Force, maybe that'll come up. You know? You want one new model? Why don't you just buy this huge box? Why don't you just buy that if you want that one new Big Mech model? Okay. Oh, you want... what was the other one that they did? New Shield Captain. You want a new Shield Captain for your Custodes? Why don't you just buy this big box? You know? This just seems to be like the way that they want to go at the minute of just like... They're doing it with Chaos as well. They're releasing 2 different boxes for Chaos to get one single model. They're just... It's all FOMO. That's all they're relying on. Even that article is like, take advantage of the prices before they go up, guys. Guys, the prices go up in a month. So buy stuff now. And it's just like, it's getting really frustrating because they don't need to. They don't need to. It's clearly working. People clearly falling for it. They don't need to. It's just so annoying because it's just like, I want to defend this company. I want to say this company's great. I want to say the games are great because they are. I want to say the models are great because they are. But the business practices are so predatory all the time and it's just getting very tiring. It's getting so tiring. You know? They used to do like joint boxes. They would have done like Orcs versus Custodes in a box set and getting a single character in each one. But they've just gone, you know what, fuck it. We'll split them up. We'll put more crap in there that you don't want. We'll put a Stomper in there to jack the price. Even though Stompers are terrible on the table and people only want them, like really niche want them. And they'll just go, yeah, fucking buy that as well for that one model that you need because you want a big mech. Now you've got a Stomper and some boys or whatever that you've already got. And it's just like, it's just disappointing. It's just so disappointing. We know food and bills are high, so here, buy some more expensive plastic. Read the room. Yeah, literally. Video sees everything selling out means there's more room for price elasticity. It makes me angry. It makes me so angry. They've been FOMO workshop for a few years now, and sadly, it's what keeps the shareholders investing. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, that's all it is. It's just FOMO. That's all it is. It's just relying on FOMO. That's all they have now. The Dark Angel box was good-ish. The Dark Angel box was decent. The Dark Angel box was a decent. And again, it's one of those things. If you want everything in the box, then it's great value. But as soon as you don't want something, it's just wasting money. If there's one unit in there, unless the unit costs £5, it's probably not worth it. On the same token, people moan then buy 3 FOMO boxes next week. Yeah, they do. They do. Ultimately, I can moan, I can sit on my soapbox and say this is ridiculous. But if people keep spending, I can't stop that. Ultimately, I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm not telling you what you can and can't do. I'm telling you what I think about it, you know? It's a vicious cycle of being so difficult to get an army ready for 2K lists these days between the constant points updates, which are good, obviously, and spiraling costs / limited supply of new stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, ultimately, to play like Warhammer these days, you either need to pick an army right at the start of edition and paint it ready for the book that comes out, or just like accept that you'll be painting until the next edition. Because there's so much that you need, you know? So those boxes stop selling out, Gino will keep pushing them in their prices. Yeah, exactly. Tell us then, you're the influencer. I'm telling you how I feel. In a similar vein to Helldivers 2 community pushback, what would the GW community have to be able to do, and via which channel, to maybe be able to get the company to change business practices? That's a great question. I'm sure there's probably an email available on their website. I don't know what the email is. I'll try and find it, and I'll post it on the Discord later. But it's emailing, you know? Emailing and contacting them on their official channels. On the Chaos Box, I know we'll be tournament ready till 2025. Exactly. If you're lucky. Just become a YouTuber so GW sends you free stuff. It's not just that. It's not quite that easy. You know? Ultimately, you know, I have like a duty to promote stuff. But if they still keep doing stupid stuff, if they go, well, you keep saying our prices are too high and you're a knobhead, then that'll be the thing, you know? That'll be the case of like, well, okay, fine. If you didn't buy anything for 1 month, they would learn, but getting people to do it won't work. I'm not advocating a full spend boycott, but I am advocating that you should be wary of where your money's going, you know? It's crap for AdMech. I think they look really cool, but not those prices. The AdMech is just even more expensive. It's now like it's now like £1.10 per point or something stupid. If we said like it's £1 a point for AdMech to play them, they're now like £1.05 per point. Maybe old school, but perhaps army sizes should be reduced. I don't think that's really the problem, right? Because a lot of people don't buy just to play games. Obviously, I do. But ultimately, the problem has always been is the Games Workshop's answers to balancing, if you want to talk specifically game-wise, Games Workshop's answer to balancing every 3 months, outside of rules changes that are every 6 months, is to drop points on things. So you need more stuff. Paul Hammer Podcast Manager listed it was $1 per point. And that was honestly staggering. So now it's not $2,000 for 2,000 points. It's $2,100 for 2,000 points for that same army as of next month. Robbery that I saw on Twitter yesterday. It is the most British robbery I've ever seen. And I thought we could watch it together. It is 2 minutes of a man trying to steal someone's bike and the someone who owns the bike trying to bat them off with a broom. Okay? Bat them off with a broom. Because you could talk about price rises all day, but I don't want to be talking about it for like 3 hours because I just don't think it's going to get us anywhere. But this is very funny.
Fuck off.
So as you can see, we've got the assailant stealing the bike, and we have the person who owned the bike attacking them with a broom while filming it.
I've called the police. I've called the police. Yeah, I've called the police. They're here.
I love it. Just keep hitting him with a brush. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Just keep hitting him with a brush.
Oh, yeah, you think you're a tough man, do you?
Not even hitting it very hard. I imagine this is like an older woman, but like just going, holding a phone in the hand. Hard man. Big man. Those are some tight jeans, right?
Hey, yeah. Okay. All right, calm down. Calm.
So he pulls out a knife, tells him to calm down. This is fucking brilliant. This is fucking brilliant.
Down. It's a bike. Why are you doing this? Why do you do this? What do you mean it's your job? How much are you getting for that bike when you sell it for your drugs? Whoa, why are you Robin Hood? We are poor. We live in a council house, you stupid idiot.
He's so good. He's so good. What are you doing, you idiot? Why are you stealing that? I'm poor and I'm in a council house, you idiot. Of course the Brit pulls out a knife. What else is he going to pull out? He can't pull out a gun. Oh, she's brilliant. And he's just, it's him flailing and trying to steal a bike badly, which is hilarious.
That's my house. This is my house. It is locked. Look at you. Big tough man with his little bloody Stanley blade. Yeah, okay.
It's just so funny how he's just holding this bike because he can't get it over the fence because the fence is covered in spikes because obviously they've been robbed from before. Clearly been robbed before. So they got spikes on the fence. So he's trying to put it over, but without just throwing the bike over. He's just like flailing and struggling and kicking the plant pot.
No, just you little toe rag. Look at ya. Who brought you up? What mother's yours? She needs to go away in prison, bringing you up, little thug. Look at
What I love is this man pulled a knife on her and she's still berating him. She's still berating him, you know? She's still like, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, you little scumbag. What's your mother think? He pulled a knife on her and she's not stopped.
yeah, little toe rag. Look at ya. You can't even get out. You do rob a garden. I've rung the police anyway. They're coming. Police are coming. The police are coming.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay. Calm down. Calm.
I don't know why he's keeping his knife in such a tight pocket that it takes him like 30 minutes to get it out of his pocket. You know? I don't understand why he's taking him so... He keeps putting it in a pocket that's really tight. And then it's then going... Go on then! And it's like... in that time, she could have gone in the house and got a knife and stabbed him. You know?
Yeah, you're going to go to prison for 30 years for that. Are you? For a bike?
And then he throws it! He throws it! He's only threatening Aura, and he throws the knife.
You're going to go to prison for
Look,
30 years
he throws
for
it into
that.
the bush.
Are you?
Watch.
For a bike?
And I was just like, what the fuck? Why did you leave your evidence? Are you high? You're on camera, and you've got him throwing the knife into the bush.
Huh?
Now he's got
So what are you
nothing.
gonna do? Oh, now you're escaping, are you? Big tough man. Oh, look at you.
So why is she not, can't be, he doesn't need to be scared anymore. He's thrown the knife away.
Big tough man. That's it. Just break my fence. Do some more damage. Look at you little thug. Yeah, go
And she
on
gets
then.
the broom
Go-
back.
Go on.
Get him.
Go on then.
Stab him. Stab him with the broom.
Ah, you're not so tough now, are you, little boy?
I think that's fucking brilliant. That is so good. Imagine she reverse Uno's and pulls a knife on him. Like, she doesn't need to. She's got a broom, mate. She's got a broom. Did you not see it? Go on, Mom. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Now, I don't know what the resolution was. Oh, we've got the original here. Video by Dave. No one knows. No one knows where the original is. I would love to know the outcome. But it's fucking hilarious. fucking throws an ice and he picks up the broom again. Robbing his skinny jeans, literally. This is so British it hurts. It is. It's excellent. It's so good.
Robin Hood.
It's just the fucking. Who are you, Robin Hood?
For that. Why do you do this?
It's his job. What's he think his hourly wages? Probably more than Games Workshop staff members, to be fair.
What do you mean it's your job? How much are you getting for that bike when you sell it for your drugs?
I just love this bit as well.
Yeah, go on then.
Go on, fuck out. Pushing him with the broom. She could have picked up the knife and stabbed him, you know. She didn't. She wanted to hit him with the broom.
You're not so tough now, are you, little boy?
I also love how fucking lethal this wall is. What the fuck? 10 minutes and he still can't get out the garden on the bike over the wall. What a shit house. Oh, imagine his mates see this. I don't know. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Why would you throw the knife for a start? You know? Why would you? Like, if you're a thug and you've got this to protect you and to get people away from you, why would you fucking throw it? On camera, especially, you know? Like, ultimately, if he gets caught because he's like, well, if I don't have the knife, I don't have a weapon on me. But everyone's seen you with it, you know? It's not like you can go, oh, I don't have a knife. You're on camera. Just own it. Starting to get a whiff of it being a skit. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. It's very, very good. Broom meta still unchallenged. This man's got half a brain cell at most, probably. It's good either way. It's very, very good. Is this a fake Warhammer community website? You missed a dash. Are you joking? Someone's SEO'd and just bought the website of no hyphen as a scam? What the fuck? That's actually crazy. Oh, the grift is real. You can't have a website called warhammercommunity.com when the official one is warhammer-community.com. Copyright Warhammer Community 2024. Who's Warhammer Community? What? Who owns this? Oh. Who owns this? What the fuck? Where are GW's bloody legal team? I know there's too busy attacking like non-dramas on cults.3D, but they could be taking this down. Fuck me. Right, anyway. Anyway, Tao, where were we? Are we saying the points have been updated? Be manual, won't it? The manual hasn't been updated yet. On the app. God damn. Tau. Let me try editing the list. Kion. You can still only choose Kion though. Or I can anyway. Guys, you on iPhone or you cringe? Oh, it just come up with an update now. They're even ripping content creator videos too. Were they? One by arbitrary. Oh, that one.
Hi gang, underpinning the
I mean, they're embedded in Italy, so all the money's going to come from go to Arbitrarian, but they are probably trying to profit from it. Yeah, just copy and pasted Arbitrarian's fucking details in the side. What the? It's had 1,000 views. Or is that total? That's had 1,000 views as well. I don't understand. What a weird website. Yeah, it's embedded, not a re-upload at least. Anyway, wait. So we don't have the tau points. We do have them in the app. So we need to like work out what they were, right? Let's do it. Let's do a spreadsheet. Let's do a spreadsheet. I can get rid of all that. Don't need that. Right, can we get Monitor and Field Manual and copy and paste everything? That would be super nice. I can't believe I've got that in my fucking history now, so I've got to make sure I type in the fucking hyphen. Is your ad block on? Are we seeing this? Yeah, the ad block is on. I dread to think what it looks like without. I need copy and paste into a spreadsheet. Tau Empire. Let's see if this works. I don't think it will. Nope. Oh, chat. I don't want to fucking... That's only one cell. Has anyone got a spreadsheet version of the Tau Codex? That'd be cool. That would be cool. I'm sure there was one. I'm sure there's one in a Discord I'm in. Give me a second. I'll do all the updates, but I can't be asked to fucking type every single unit out. Don't find where it might be. I'll never forgive Mikey for calling Tau the Range World Eaters. They are. They are. They are the Range World Eaters. Found it. Right, I'm just going to copy stat checks, okay? Oh, this is one massive document. What the fuck? Right, stat check, love you. Just going to copy and paste if you don't mind. Tau Empire. Theirs haven't changed. Smashed it. Look at that. We'll just copy the work, chat. Don't worry about it. Oh, we can copy that because it's got all this text in it. Look at that. We'll copy that. We'll put it on a new spreadsheet. Oh, no. Why is it copied it to time? It's not time. Oh, it's because I set it to time. Format. Number. Format. Number. How do you get rid of decimal places? Decimal places. What do I think? There we go. Okay. Right. Let's do this, shall we? Shall we do it, chat? I will make it. I'll be the savior. The savior of everything. Cadre Fireblade is now 50. Commander Farsight is now 105. Shadow Sun is 100. Is this right? Commander Shadow Sun. So still 100. She's not changed. Did you paste the old into the new to old? Yeah, this is... Shall I just get rid of this and start again? That was what they already had. So fast, let me start again. Fireblade. 50. Shadow Sun. 50. No, Shadow Sun is 100. Farsight is 105. What I could do is the arrow keys. That would be a lot more helpful. Cold Star, 110. Enforcer, 90. Chat, are these looking right compared to yours? 60, because some have changed, some haven't. Ethereal is 50 still. Firesight Team is still 70. Crude Flesh Shaper, 55. Oh, that's a new unit, so they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have Flesh Shaper yet. Oh, I've still got my arrow keys off. Flesh Shaper. I'll leave them at the bottom for now, and I'll sort out the formatting afterwards. They're 55. Crude Trail Shaper. Do we have Trail? No. $65. And then Crude War Shaper. Do we have a War? No. Do they have any Crude characters before? Oh, Shaper there. That's a Flesh Shape. I'll just get rid of that one. Minus 1,000. And then Crude War Shaper is 60. Okay. Right, that's all the characters done. Battle line time. Breacher. 100. And Strike Team are 80. They remain the same. Dedicated Transport. Devilfish, 85. Up 10. Shared spreadsheets are getting a large itch to play EVE Online. Okay, the other data sheets. This is where it gets nutty now. Okay. Let me put my thing back on so I can scroll up and down. Tiger Shark isn't here. Oh, it is. AX there. Tiger Shark 315. Broadside. God damn it, my video's already out of date. 110. That's quite high. It feels. Fire Knife Battlesuits. Broadsides. Battlesuits haven't been updated yet, so I'll put that as... Why did I put 110 there? Oh, it's broadsides. Battlesuit. Crisis Battlesuits. Minus 1,000. Minus 10,000 even. Because we've got Fire Knife. Oh, for God's sake. I have a 60% keyboard, so I have to turn my arrow keys on and off. That's what's happening. Fire Knife. Battle Suits. Star Scythe. Battle Suits. And Sunforge. Battle Suits. So Fire Knife are 150. Star Scythe are 130. Sunforge are 170. Right, where were we? Hammerhead. 130. Recruit 75. They've gone up. Farstalkers 85. That's the kill team, right? Recruit Hounds 40. No, we don't have Recruit Shaper anymore. We got Recruit Rampager, which are new. And then Crutox Riders 35. What we're doing, we're putting all the new towel points together. Brute rampages are 110. Manta is still 2,100 atrocity. Pathfinder. Ah, let's separate them up. Pathfinder is 90. Varana is 55. Razor Shark 170. Riptide 180. I mean, that's a fair increase, to be honest. Skyray 140. Stealth Battle Suits 60. Storm Surge 400. Cringe. Strike Team we've already done. Sun Shark is 160. Tactical drones aren't a thing anymore, right? I don't think you can take tactical drones anymore. I'm putting it minus 1,000 if it's being taken out, so I can just get rid of it in a minute. Tide Wall Defense. Do they have that still? Drone Port Gun Rig Shield Line. Drone Port is 85. That is 90. And Shield Line is 85. Tiger Shark. We got Tiger Shark. Done the Tiger Shark. Wait, have I done the Tiger Shark? Is there 2 Tiger Sharks? There is. 275. Vespid. 65. Is everything else gone to Legends? Like the Ivana, the Tetras, the Arvana, the Remora, the Barracuda. Have they all gone to Legends? I leave it at 2K so there's a funny list of single banter, probably for that reason. Long Strike's gone to Legends. Tetras, wow, I've never seen one of the French. Me neither, I've only seen 3D printed. Okay, let's format it now. So new data sheet. Models in unit 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3 rampages. How many ones in the rampager? I don't know. I can't chat. You have to. Oh, it's 3. 3. I'll just put that and do that. 1 to 3. Rampages are 3. 3 to 6. You see my GW Tetris, have I? Tau low B tier, maybe. Riders are 1 to 3. Okay. So everything else is Legends. Removed / Legends. So that's Legends. Dark Strider? No, I saw Dark Strider. It's just blank because there's nothing there, right? Ghost Keel? Didn't see the Ghost Keel. 160. He's fine. I don't know how I missed that one. Let me have a look. Crisis Battlesuit. Characters. Commander in Coalstar, Commander in Enforcer. So remove, that's Legends, that's Legends. Legends. Woof! We've lost quite a lot, haven't they? Crew Shaper. I'm getting rid of because that's technically Legends, right? They changed Monk Car. Oh, nice. That's good. I'll look at that in a second. Long Strike, Legends. Tactical Drone, Legends. What's the defense platform, chat? Is that Legends as well? Is a defense platform Legends? Barracuda. I didn't see a Barracuda. Have all of this got Legends? Isn't that the fortification? It's 20 points though. All of that is legend. That's crazy. SDS main studio war continues. Barracuda's a flyer. It's fucking gone. I can get rid of the minus 10,000 now because I've just wrote it down next to it. Wow. Okay, how's this laid out? Is it in characters then? I'm just putting alphabetical. I hope no one cares. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That's so much in it. I'll do that. And then... Oh, I copied it, not removed it. Damn it. Not the riders. God damn it. I'm so good at Excel, can you tell? Sort range. Oh, I hate that. Why is Razor Shark first? Oh, because I sorted it by E, that's why. What? Oh, I pressed sort sheet. I'm an idiot. Data. Sort range. Advanced. By A. There we go. Sorted it. Chat, I'm nearly done. Promise. I promise I'm nearly done. So everything went up. Did anything come down? Nothing came down. I thought something came down. That's all. That's all plus. That's all plus. Wolf? Wolf? Crit date from Cadet's Point. Yeah, but Cadet's Point doesn't mean anything. Old. Old. We'll do that. Things did come down. The Legends makes people's armies cheaper because they can't use them anymore. Prices went down from previous. Yeah, but they're a new data sheet, aren't they? They don't. Do any of them share the same data sheet? Barring weapon options, right? There we go. Okay. Why has that been filled? They were 200 points flat. Yeah, but they're not the same data sheet. That's the point, is that they're not the same. They don't have the same ability. You're not just paying for the model, you're paying for the ability and the weapons. I don't think that's a fair comparison. I don't remember what the old ability was. Was it move, shoot, move or something? I'll put him in there. Bam. There you go. I've dropped it in the Discord chat if you want him. This is a new Sony game, Extreme XL 360. Ah. I think it's less streamlined for balance and more cutting out 4-draw models except the biggest expensive ones. Yeah, it seems like 4-draw are just going to be focusing on the gigantic stuff that they'll never make in plastic. And then it gives freedom and Games Workshop are developing plastic versions eventually, just not right now. It's 40k fun right now. I think the game's great. I think the game is great right now. Let me just tag stack check. Celtine Storm Surges unchanged hot damn. Yeah, there's quite a lot of like nerfs there, isn't there? You know, like obviously as I mentioned, crisis suits. Crisis suits are technically they're new, but they're based on an old. Oh, I suppose I can get the index right now, right? Do any of them share the ability? I don't think they do. Crisis battle suits. Each time you use advances, it can add 6 to its move characteristic. They were quite expensive, weren't they? Let's have a look. I don't think anyone has that ability, because then that would be the closest comparison, right? Now, they've all got better, essentially, I would say. I think they've all essentially got better, and they've all got better abilities, but they've come down in points. So the crisis suits are definitely the winners, I would say. However, you can only take units of 3. You can't take units of 6. It's mostly fun, but has some serious issues. Non-mutable squad size being a big one, and one loadout is always the best when one gear is free. Yeah, like that is obviously a problem, but it's not doesn't make the game bad. In low-key, feels like GW is slowly moving towards phasing out resin and moving to 100% plastic because it's cheaper and easier for them. Yeah, definitely. Because plastic's cheap, and they don't sell super glue, don't forget. Games Workshop don't sell super glue and haven't for about a year. So you buy a kit and then you have to go somewhere else to buy it. That's not the right one I was looking at. But yeah, like, it's quite surprising. That is quite the increase. I was thinking Tower would be like A tier, but now looking at this, every combo that you were looking at is more expensive. So I think it's going to drop them a tier. Isn't all the new old world stuff in Resin? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's also by 4-draw, right? This isn't the mainline. It isn't a mainline game. It's a specialist game. So I think my old ranking is probably wrong. I think, yeah, low, like B tier maybe. I don't think they're going to splash as hard. I might be wrong. I don't think they're going to splash as hard. Again, everything that you care about has gone up. Again, the only interesting thing is the battle suits, but you can only take them in units of 3. I should probably call these battle suits and rearrange it. Just so they all stick together for alphabetical purposes. Sunforge. And what was the other one? Fire? Fire knife. That's better. That's better. That looks better. Nice to have gotten the Arvana out for the Manchester GT. I think I have to use the Arvana as a Riptide now, right? Everything you play went up 10 to 20%. That's super hard. Yeah, it's very brutal, I would say. Like, it's only minor changes, but nothing else came down in response, right? The problem is that all the good stuff took notice, but none of the unplayable stuff got buffs. Yeah, exactly. Very, very surprising. Very, very surprising. There's not one unit came down. I think Fall Drill Specialist games will focus on those areas rather than AOS on 40k. Yeah, it's been very obvious for a while. They'll focus on their games, and Games Which will focus on their games and not have like too much. Fall Drill will just do the stuff that they can't or won't make in plastic. Now you know how their points. Would you adjust their place in the tier list? Yeah, definitely. Let B tier. I think they really took a hit. The only interesting units now are battle suits, but they're only units of 3. So they're relatively cheap, but they're 50 points a model, or in this case, what, 65 points a model almost? No, sorry, 60. I'm trying to do the maths in my head. Is that 58.5 points a model? $56.3 recurring points a model. There we go. Right, found it. Maybe just forgot to put in the points decreases. Maybe. This is going off the app. This is going off the app, right? Are the battlesuits locked at 3? They're locked at 3 now. I'm like 9% sure that's true. Yeah, they're locked at 3. They used to be 6, but now they're locked at 3. Veterans are gone. Yeah, they're not in this list. All of this has been removed. All of these aren't available. Compared to the codex points, it's all down. Yeah, but the codex points don't mean anything. The codex points don't mean anything. We know this. They don't get updated. They are printed once and then forgotten about. Expensive, you can fit 27 battle suits in Nami compared to the old 18 max. Yeah, of course, you can put more battle suits in now because they are units of 3. And you can take 3 of each. So you can take 27. But the utility of them was buffing them up to the max and in a big unit of 6 and putting them in one place. Now strategy and support is 50% worse. Or 100% worse because they're half the size. Why do they keep printing codex points? I think it's just like one of those things. It's like a legacy thing, right? I'm surprised Kroot aren't way cheaper. You know? But they made them more expensive compared to the Military Field Manual. What they hit to Kroot. Yeah, it's bad. You can take more way worse units. I think, unit by unit, I think crisis suits are better. But they are very specific now. Obviously, the best thing about battle suits was how much utility they had available. Now they're very specific, and you can only take 3 of them. Like, don't get me wrong, it's going to be annoying to have 3 battle suits arrive 3 inches away in that detachment. However, it's not as scary as having 6 doing it, you know? Is it problematic some units are only good in very specific detachments? Do detachments have too much power? I think we had this conversation about the monolith, right? It's only really good in one detachment, not all of them. We got an FAQ for the Sun's Forge battle suit. Let's have a look at the Sun's Forge battle suit. What did it say before that didn't work? Each time I tap my model in this unit, it's allocated to a monster or vehicle. You reroll the wound and reroll the damage roll. I suppose it's allocated, so technically...
I found this on the web for turn on allocated to a vehicle, rule the wound and the damage. Check it out.
Be quiet. So technically, because it's when it's allocated, the timing's wrong for the Sunforge, but I think most people understood what it meant. Is there any other changes? You can't reroll the wound you've already allocated. You can't allocate it if it's not a wound, right? And then what is it? Montcar? Because Montcar just technically didn't work. I think most people understood how it was going to work, but it actually didn't work. Is there like an FAQ in this that shows you how? Codex. Updates and errata. Ah, there we go. Killing Blow. During the first, second, and third battle round, ranged weapons equipped by Tower Empire models from your army have the assault ability. In the first, second, and third battle rounds, they have the lethal hit. So yeah, technically, because it was like when you advance, if you advance, when you are selected to shoot, you gain the assault keyword, but you can't be selected to shoot unless you're eligible to shoot, and you're not eligible if you advance. So technically, the timing was all off. So both of those just had timing issues. I think most people would understand or how it was going to be played and how it should be played, but it's nice that they've already updated it, you know. Crew having Siggy is nice, but 75 is unplayably expensive. I can't really comment, really, because I don't play Tau. But that doesn't look good, you know. If you don't make it clear, some person will do the whole thing. Necros thinks decapitated Kane strike. That's fucking weird. And they got a shit game. They don't have to write rules. Okay. Shit game. They don't have to write rules. Ah. So there you go. There's a new Tau. Feel free to share that document. Go crazy. But just quite surprising, to be honest. Quite surprising. Not one drop. I haven't checked enhancements because they might have changed, but I don't really care. Did Kroot get better between codexes? Like, Kroot have a whole detachment to play with, right? But outside of that, I don't think they're great. I've had the Tau Codex since over 2 months ago, and I can't play it in tournaments. Now I have to wait another 3 months. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Like, I think there's still some stuff in the Tau book. Like, obviously the Breacher Devilfish combo is still really, really good. But it's just more expensive, right? That's the problem. You need to get less stuff with it. There won't be any points changes in June. I'd be surprised, mate. The problem is as well, he's like, did they notify that everything like that was going to Legends? Obviously, we knew Onchi and Onvar or whatever was already going to Legends because they weren't in the Codex. What about Forge World stuff? Like, were people already, like, aware that Tetras were going to go? Because if not, that's another rubbish way to tell people that the units are gone. Just like we saw with the Grot tanks, right? People playing games with Tetras and being like, wow, this book's really good. And then they're at Legends. I don't remember seeing anything. You could have bought a 4G model yesterday, and now you can't take it in the tournament. Yeah, it's not even in the app, you know? Do anyone want one of my 24 grot tanks to pay for? I'll take one. There was a leak last week with a data slate. A leak of Tetras. Was there? What I could leak, chat, is a dice tin. Become a member. Let's hit the member goal, and I'll give away some dice. I'll jingle some keys if someone becomes a member. Just a reminder. I'll be ending in 20 minutes. I don't think we'll hit it. But I am live again later today. I am live again this evening. Especially my bungus. Yeah, literally. Okay. The last two things I wanted to go over are going to be quite quick. They're going to be very, very quick. I didn't see a leak that day. That's why I was confused. Anyway, the last thing. Games Workshop. Nintendo decided to bang tweet at 3 a.m. last night, their time. 8 a.m. here. Which is very funny. Wait, Sharp, is there any cool place where I can watch a stream game of Warhammer 40k Darktide? Yes, later today on this channel. Nintendo have announced there'll be a successor to the Nintendo Switch within the year. Because within the fiscal year, which is March 2025, it'll be holding Nintendo Direct this June regarding the Switch software lineup for the latter half of 2024. But there'll be no mention of the Switch successor during that presentation, which means it probably won't be announcing the Switch 2, or whatever we're going to call it, the successor to the Switch, until probably September, if not like October, November time. I just turned to Dust reading that 9 years since the Switch was announced. I know, right? I've only had mine for like 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. Still a great console. I finally completed Tears of the Kingdom last night. I finally went and beat Ganondorf. Still a great console. Still holds up a lot of the time for the first-party games. I think third-party games become the problem. But first-party games were pretty good. But they have announced, just casually, that they will be announcing a successor within the year. Okay. They sold all the Switches they can. Time to sell another. It's quite funny because I think there was like a thing that I saw yesterday, which I wish I'd copied over. But the Switch has done very well. I keep saying Games Workshop. Nintendo have made more profit since the Nintendo Switch came out compared to the entire rest of the company being open, which is like 1890 something. So the Switch has been very, very profitable for them and very, very good. So the trend of like probably crossover portable but also a home console is probably likely to stay. People keep calling it the Switch 2. People think it's going to be called the Super Switch. I don't know what they're going to call it, but I imagine it'll probably be like a very similar console, just more powerful. That's what I reckon. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it though, because Nintendo just hit it out of the park with nearly every console they've ever released. Even the Wii U wasn't great, but it was decent, you know. Steam Deck's still showing there's still demand for it. Yeah, like a portable home console that can also connect to the TV is like probably like what they're going to stick with, right? Concept games and marketing is great, but they're way more powerful handheld devices. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, there's way more powerful devices, but Nintendo just have the IP to go with it. Nintendo Revolution, that would be quite fun. What was it? Was it Pokemon Battle Revolution that came out eventually? They called the Nintendo Wii Nintendo Revolution. But yeah, Super Switch would be quite funny. You know, because you've got the NES, the NES, then you had the SNES, the SNES. Now you've got the Nintendo Switch, the NS, so they have the SNS, which is quite funny. I think it was Wii U or internal name. Yeah, Nintendo Revolution was the Wii U, maybe. I think so. Did you talk about Helldivers still being restricted in 100 countries? I spoke about on that on Monday, bud. And then I spoke about Spits being fired today. But the other one is people say Switch 2. Now can't stop pretending. Let's start talking about what we really want, the Nintendo 1DS. Which I thought was funny. Which I thought was very funny. Did they actually put out a cape? No, but people are like making custom art for it. This is the real console we all want, chat. The Nintendo 1DS. The new Nintendo 1DS. That's what I want. However, speaking of poorly aged consoles, poorly aged things, wish Xbox had more Japanese exclusive like Lost Odyssey. Phil Spencer says you can count on new games. Hi-Fi Rush was noted as a recent example of an exclusive Xbox title. As you might have seen, this is on poorly aged things because as of yesterday, Microsoft closes Redfall developer Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks, and more in devastating cuts at Bethesda because obviously Microsoft recently acquired Bethesda. As you can see, I'll actually pull up the article because it'll probably be easier than trying to zoom in on that photo. As posted by IGN yesterday, updated today. Wait, didn't Xbox One go away from exclusive? They bought Bethesda for all the exclusives and then closed all the studios. Microsoft has closed a number of Bethesda studios, including Redfall, Redfall maker Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush and Evil Within developer Tango Gameworks, and more in devastating cuts at Bethesda. IGN can confirm. Alpha Dog Games, maker of the mobile games Mighty Doom, will also close. Roundhouse Studios will be absorbed by the Elder Scrolls Online developer. Microsoft, currently valued at over $3 trillion, did not say how many staff will lose their jobs, but significant layoffs are inevitable. IGN has asked Bethesda for comment. Microsoft declined to expand further when contacted by IGN. On Redfall, the disastrous vampire co-op game will now not receive promised updates, including an offline mode and a new character DLC, as Microsoft has ended all development on the game. They said Redfall will remain online to play and they'll provide a make-good offer for those who bought the Hero DLC. So they're going back on promises, and they'll do a make-good offer. They'll do a make-good offer. They'll probably like put it on discount or something. So as you can see, today it was announced that Arcane Austin will close and development will not continue on Redfall. To everyone that has supported the work from our Austin studio over the years, thank you. Thank you for spending time in our worlds and making them your own. This is just one of the studios. Obviously, with Microsoft claiming Bethesda having multiple developers underneath them, it feels like they've closed every game barring the main Bethesda hit titles. You know? Arcane Lion, which is working on Marvel's Blade, survives the call, as does Bethesda Game Studios and Fallout, The Elder Scrolls Starfield, and Machine Games. So there's two that's still available, Arcane Lion and Machine Games. In an email to staff sent by Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studios, Microsoft blamed the cuts on a reprioritization of titles and resources. It's just wild to like purchase a huge company and then shut half of it. You know? Like, Sony shot themselves in the foot this week, or within the last week of Microsoft, they're like doing the same thing like days later. Actually crazy. It's like a race to the bottom of who can be the stupidest this week. It's actually wild. And then Nintendo are like, we're announcing a new console soon. Please wait. Nintendo always on top, okay? Nintendo always winning. And they are just the best games company ever, okay? They're just like, do not give two fucks about what anyone else is doing. They're just like, let's just send a tweet at 8 o'clock in the morning UK, 3 a.m. US, or whatever time it was for them. I think it's 8 hours in front, so probably like evening for them. We're announcing a new console soon. Please fucking shut up. We'll announce it eventually. And then, then Microsoft and Sony are just there banging each other in the feet. Today I'm showing changes we are making to our Bethesda and ZeniMax teams. These changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds which you have nurtured over many decades. You've nurtured... just invest in those ones, not the ones that are new and doing really well and winning awards, by the way. FYI, companies buy companies for IPs, not people. Yeah, but they're closing the studios making the IP, right? To double down on these franchises and invest to build new ones requires to look across the business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. This prioritization of titles and some resources means a few teams will be aligned to others, and that some of our
David
colleagues will be
Hughes
leaving
celebrates
us.
21 months of membership. What color should I paint my stomper?
Thanks for being a member for 21 months.
David Hughes celebrates 21 months of membership. What color should I paint my stomper?
Definitely yellow, because one, you hate yourself, and two, it look very cool. Thanks for 21 months, David. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Arcane Austin will close with some members of the team joining other studios to work on projects across Bethesda. Arcane Austin has a history of making impactful and innovative games, and it's a pedigree that everyone should be proud of. Alpha Dog Studios will close. No changes there. Tango Gamesworks will also close. We are thankful for their contributions to Bethesda and their players around the world. Hi-Fi Rush will continue to be available to players on the platforms it is today. Hi-Fi Rush is like an award-winning game, and it's like smashed all expectations, and they've still shut it like 8 months later. They still shut it like 8 months later.
DeWag
celebrates
35 months of membership. Kies.
Kies! Thanks for becoming a member. I'll be a member for 35 months, but nearly 3 years.
DeWag celebrates 35 months of
Here's
membership.
the 3 years, chat. These changes are no reflection of the creativity and skill of the talented individuals, as these teams or the risk they took to try new things. I acknowledge that these changes are also disruptive to various support teams across ZeniMax and Bethesda that bring our games to market. We're making these tough decisions to create a capacity to increase investment in other parts of our portfolio. They're basically focusing on big, mass AAA titles from Bethesda, basically. Microsoft's announcements of the cuts at Bethesda come over 3 months after the company announced plans to cut 1,900 staff from its video game workforce, and it made a boom time for Bethesda's Fallout series following the break hit Prime Video TV. Because everyone's going out to buy Fallout, they're like, well, we don't need them motherfuckers, we've got Fallout. We don't need all them little games that do really well and win awards and just smash every expectation. We've got Fallout, by the way. We can sell the game that came out before we purchased this company and just sell that again. The closure of Tango Gameworks hits just over a year after the launch of Hi-Fi Rush, what many considered one of the best Xbox games in recent years. Tweeted in April 2023, Aaron Greenberg, Vice President Xbox Games Marketing at Microsoft, addressed concern that Hi-Fi Rush had failed to meet sales targets, calling the game a breakout hit for us and our players in all key measurements and expectations. So even if you are a breakout hit in all key measurements and expectations, you are not safe from being laid off, okay? Join a union. Join a union, chat, by the way. Don't know if you knew, you should join one. Whatever colour you paint, it should come from a rattle can. Yeah, use colour forged rattle can and just spray it yellow. Call it a day. And it's easy tweets. Arcane Lion Dinga Bakaba hit out the cuts, calling them absolutely terrible. To any executive reading this, friendly reminder that video games are an entertainment cultural industry, and your business as a corporation is to take care of your artists/entertainers and help them create value for you. Don't throw us into gold fever gambits. Don't use us as a straw man for miscalculations/blind spots. Don't make our work environments Darwinistic jungles. You say we make you proud or we make a good game. Make us proud when times are tough. We know you can. We've seen it before. Again, just remember Microsoft is fucking multi-trillion-dollar company. For now, great teams are sunsetting before our eyes again, and it's a fucking gut stab. Lion is safe, but please be tactful and discerning about all this, and respect affected folks' voice and leave it room to be heard. It's their story to tell, their feelings to express. Inside baseball, but if I read immersive sim curse from the community, especially from a fellow dev, I swear to God, please let's talk about the real challenges instead of rehashing irrational anxieties of the past. Even more inside baseball, but with very, very wide range as a wise, sorely missed man, please stop. Layoffs are sweeping the video game industry with a number of high-profile studios cutting or shutting down. In a stark contrast to a year of blockbuster video game hits, one of the biggest ongoing industry trends in 2023 was the prevalence of mass layoffs, and they continued into 2024. Yeah, everybody's getting laid off, but this is fucking Microsoft, you know. My brother's job contract says he's not allowed to join a union. Leave the job, in my opinion. That sounds illegal. Long story short, join a union. Literally. They'll continue to abuse you while you're not in one. But a website that normally is full of dog shit actually said something good. You know, when the person you hate says something you agree with. It's time to stop giving Xbox boss Phil Spencer a pass. Under his leadership, many have lost their jobs and few games have made it out the door. On May 7th, Xbox announced that it was closing 3 studios. This news is yet another example of Xbox, which has spent billions buying up studios, cutting costs, laying people off and rearranging chairs on the good ship Xbox, which lately feels like it's drifting aimlessly. Now it's time to acknowledge that Xbox boss Phil Spencer is making bad decisions. Since the era of Xbox One, Spencer's been the face of Xbox, consistently saying things that make his devout Xbox fans praise him and avoiding as much negative press as possible. Remember when they made it like necessary for the Xbox to have internet? And Phil was like, "This is such a great idea." He'll tout the merits of emulation and game preservation while acknowledging that Xbox could do more, but has no plans to. In November 2021, when Activision found itself in hot water following a Wall Street Journal report claiming then CEO Bobby Kotick allegedly had knowledge of his toxic behavior at his company, Spencer was one of the biggest voices in the video game industry, speaking out against a Call of Duty publisher. "This type of behavior has no place in our industry," Spencer claimed in an email. An SEC finally revealed in 2022 that a few days after the Wall Street Journal story, Spencer called Kotick and started working on a deal to buy Activision. Oh, brilliant. Why doesn't the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, or Xbox, one of the biggest companies in the world, say Activision's a bit shit to drop the stock price and then go and try and buy it? What a great time. What a great time. Of course, it's a pretty common behavior for a powerful rich executive who is a part of a massive global corporation, but Spencer has been able to avoid criticism, sharing stories of how he believes gaming should be for everyone while making decisions that directly contradict this claim. Oh my god. They've got so much on him. They've got loads on him. In October 2020, shortly after Xbox announced its plan to consume Bethesda, this deal was not done to take games away from another player base, and added that Xbox wants more people to be able to play games, not few people to be able to go play games. Yet in March 2023, 3 years later, Redfall director Harvey Smith said that Xbox stepped in after buying Bethesda and cancelled a PS5 port of the vampire hunting co-op game. Starfield shipped only on Xbox and PC, and despite a few Xbox games like Grounded and Sea of Thieves jumping ship to PlayStation and Switch, future big titles like Indiana Jones won't be multi-platform. Xbox's boss has also talked a big game about giving developers the freedom to make what they want to make, explaining in the May 2023 interview with Kinder Funny, when a team like Rare wants to do Sea of Thieves, when a team like Obsidian wants to do Grounded, and Tango wants to do Hi-Fi Rush, when everyone probably thought they were doing the Evil Within 3, I want to give the teams a creative platform to push their ability and push their aspirations, and then I'll lay them off. Oh my god. Oh no. While Spencer may say wonderful things about creativity and letting his teams make what they want to make, the reality is, if those bets don't pay off, and even when they do, Hi-Fi Rush, the teams are at risk of getting gutted or shut down, all while Microsoft becomes one of the few companies in history to be worth $3 trillion. But while Spencer was something of an industry darling for over a decade, it's become clear in the last 2 years or so he isn't infallible and perhaps deserving of some scrutiny. Under his leadership at Xbox, thousands were laid off, not long after the company spent billions of dollars to acquire Bethesda and Activision. Studios have been closed, games have been canned, DLC has been cancelled, and Xbox's first-party output has continued to be the feast and famine. In 2022, the company practically had nothing. In 2023, it had some stuff to show. This year, it's quiet. The only game they had last year was Hi-Fi Rush, and they just shut the studio. Oh, man. Sure, its release schedule will pick up later with the release of Suna, Saga, and Indiana Jones. After all the money spent on Xbox building stable studios and teams, after all the cuts and layoffs, all the resources poured into growing the brand, Xbox has very little to show but poor console sales and a few cool games like Hi-Fi Rush. That's not cool enough to spare the studio from being shut down. So it just shows you. It's just like, it's fucking wild what's happening, you know? It's just wild. They're just buying up so many companies, making so much money, and then just shutting everything down. But that's the big news from Xbox as of yesterday. And people weren't happy with calling out Phil Spencer, particularly Mike Ibarra, who is the vice president of Microsoft. He had, I see a lot of shots at Phil over today's Xbox announcement. I get it. But knowing him as a human, I know this hurts him as much as anyone else. I can't speak for all the leadership there, but I do know him, and I do know what he's likely going through. Chat, Phil's crying, okay? This is his pile of money, and he's just like, I had to close the studios and lay off thousands of employees. I don't have money because I'm poor. I had to lay off thousands of employees today, and they've got no work anymore. It's so hard for me. He's cried into his $250 million payday, literally. Literally. In other news, AK Interactive announced a new scenery kit of game dev being sacked. It's Woody wiping his eyes is what he means, literally. I'm not trying to defend the decisions. I think we all get ourselves into situations that are tough and unexpected. Certainly I have. It's part of the job, and there's accountability for the outcomes. But he's a good human. He cares deeply for the creative process and developers. That's my first time experiencing working closely with him for 8+ years and knowing him for 24. Yeah, but what about all the people who've been laid off yesterday, mate? What about all the people who now have no job? What about the people who don't have a paycheck anymore? I 100% understand the anger and confusion. I feel deeply sorry for those teams impacted today and over the last few months. Feel sorry for them. Phil Spencer can take it on the chin. He gets paid $250 million a year. He can take it on the chin. All right? Maybe your first priority would be, I'm really, I can understand the 100% understand the anger and confusion. Maybe the first line, not, oh, Phil, the $250 million a year, is how to do a really hard thing today. He's still going to get paid, though. He could take a pay cut, you know? He could take a slight pay cut to keep a studio open. 50 million might go quite well on one of the studios, you know? Big play for the president of a company to sympathize with another president of the company. Xbox could have a very bright future. I hope they're able to realize it, and all the teams that have an incredible experience together. It's certainly a tough time that needs great clarity of what the plan ahead is and how gamers everywhere can be excited for it. Just thoughts and prayers for Phil Spencer in chat. Thoughts and prayers. Nintendo CEO takes 90% pay cut when Wii U tanks. Microsoft CEO is sad when CEO closed. Nintendo hit different, okay? Nintendo just hit different every time. They just whack out the park every single time they are on the planet. You know, every time they do something, they're just like on it, you know? They are just always on it. And Larian. Yeah, Larian has smashed it as well. Guy who still owes student loans, moved for his job, and now to figure out his life, but think of the trillionaire. He's not a trillionaire. But your point stands. I saw a CEO say once cutting CEOs' pay won't motivate them to make a company better. Or maybe they don't need it then. Why do they get paid so much? What's the point in paying them that much? Anyway. I think I've said my piece today, chat. I think I've said my piece, that's for sure. Phil earns about 11 million, not 250 million. Alright, maybe I was wrong. My apologies. I was just reading chat. Still, maybe he could drop 1 million a year. Maybe he could drop 5 million a year. £6 million a year. $6 million a year is still quite a lot of money. Salaries that large are ridiculous. Even if you really fuck it up, 1 year sitting it out and you can retire. Yeah, literally. Wild, mate. Wild. Anyway, chat. It's been fun. It's been emotional today. But I'm going to have to end the stream now because I'm actually live again at 8 PM today. So whilst you might be sad that it's over, it's only over for now. Because I'm live again in 8 hours, okay? I've actually been painting. I was painting yesterday. Let me grab them to show you. As you can see, imagine Phil can afford one handbag out with that money. As you can see, we've got some Mobian troopers painted up, ready for a Darktide game this evening. Let's focus on the models, not me. As you can see, so we've got all the models painted. The Poxwalkers are already at the studio because I'm not repainting Poxwalkers. We've got fucking 100 of them. But as you can see, we've got the Mobian troops painted up. Focus, damn it. So this evening at 8 PM, I'll be live again with Tom. Old Tom, we love Tom. I'll be live again with Tom, and we'll be playing Darktide, the board game, live on stream. Okay? I've got all the miniatures painted for the first mission, which is first 3 games, essentially. So we should be able to have 3 little games. They should last about half an hour, so it won't be a mega long stream. It'll probably be about 2 hours or so, I reckon. But we're doing that this evening, so hopefully you can tune in and meet me there. We haven't met the member goal today, but we'll be carrying on the member goal for the Dice Tin this evening. So become a member if you haven't already, and they will carry over to the next stream. Okay? But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know your thoughts about anything I spoke about down in the comments. If you're watching this back and you've just got to the end of the stream, thank you for watching it back. Really appreciate it. But yes, I'll be live again in around 8 hours at 8 PM BST. Okay, UK time. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you later. Goodbye now. Goodbye. See you at 8. Don't forget. I'll be live again in a few hours. The darkness won't let you forget, but I will never.